Hey everyone, finished watching the next episode of Power Rangers RPM Beyond a Doubt. The Rangers are skeptical of Tenaya, but Dylan is sure she's genuinely on their side. Dr. K warns the Rangers that Shifter's Ba only appeared to analyze the city's biofields. With them, Shifter could potentially disable the city's shields. Tenaya 7 has a plan. She and Dylan will sneak into the Venjix Palace and gain the codes to Shifter's bot. She tells Dylan to leave his morpher behind as it could be detected by Venjix. The Rangers still aren't sure about Tenaya. On their way to Venjix's palace, Dylan asks Tenaya if the prisoner data she read before revealed their names. She sadly responds that it didn't. Dylan gets caught by grinders, and Tenaya gloats to Venjix that she successfully captured a ranger. Dylan is locked up. Kilobyte thinks the situation is suspicious. Meanwhile, Shifter's bot attacks the city. Dr. K warns the Rangers that the bot has the ability to take control of their weapons and Zords. Scott risks it, taking the Paleomax Megazord into battle. In Venjix's palace, Tenaya gathers information on Shifter's bot. Kilobyte interrupts and questions her. She stealthily detaches her hand, and with it she frees Dylan. Kilobyte discovers Tenaya's hand just as Dylan sneaks up behind him and zaps him with some live wires. Dylan's trust in his sister is restored, and together they escape. Back in Corinth, Shifter's bot takes control of the Paleomax Megazord. Dylan and Tenaya make it back. Tenaya gives Kay the information on Shifter's bot, and Dylan joins his team. Scott battles Shifter himself. Shifter fires something at Scott, but it disappears, seemingly into his suit. The Rangers try to get the Paleomax Megazord under control. Dr. K uses the information from Tenaya and momentarily regains control of the Paleomax Megazord, but loses it. Scott holds off Shifter long enough to call his Zord so they can form the Megazord, but the Paleomax Megazord knocks the Megazord apart. Luckily, Kay figures out how to get it back. She then discovers all the Zords can combine into an Ultra Zord. With this new formation, they defeat Shifter's bot. Scott experiences some mysterious pain, but brushes it off. In the rubble of his bot, Shifter picks up a key. He plugs it into his own shoulder, powering himself up. The Rangers start to warm up to Tenaya when suddenly she's kidnapped by Kilobyte. Dylan watches helplessly as they disappear. This is an amazing episode. This is also where the parallels to In Space's Astronema Andros story really become evident. A lot of similar beats to the episodes Astronema Thinks Twice and the Rangers' Leap of Faith are hit. Both episodes feature the Rangers going along with a former villain's plan. Space Rangers and Dylan are both put in a position of vulnerability. Dylan leaves behind his morpher. The Space Rangers agree to be shackled. Both episodes feature an infiltration of a villain's base. The former villain ends up recaptured by the bad guys in both stories. Like the previous episode, I don't have any problem with remaking a past story in a later season. The one major deviation is that RPM has no Zordon to search for, so the Rangers are going into Venjix's palace to get information to stop Shifter. Shifter's plan was pretty good. Venjix was foolish to turn him away. Gaining control of the Zords feels like a big deal. I actually remember each of the individual Megazords. Most seasons, especially in the Disney era, kind of feels like all the Zords blend together. I'm not sure why Shifter's bot had to pop in and take a single shot at the Rangers last time. It seems like he could have just showed up and left. Kilobyte is pretty slimy here, and Dylan electrocuting him is a satisfying moment. What was the thing Shifter fired at Scott, and will there be repercussions? Tenaya is recaptured at the end, and it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Will she be rescued, or will she be brainwashed like Astronema, furthering the In Space parallels? So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
Flat out, huh? Just wham, just go. Kick him, Emmett.